So, hello there, it's just Fiona from Weekly Sewing Bee. What I'm going to do is just take a pattern of the bottom by drawing around it, and I need to be aware of my hem allowance, and I also need to be aware of the height of the mop. Okay, so I've got all the information I need, and then I can go to my sewing room and sew. Thank you for watching. So, welcome back. Yep, upstairs now, and I have my pattern all cut out, and I have my cleaning cloth here. Now, I'm going to do this one on the serger, and then I'm probably going to do one on the sewing machine, but I won't use the cleaning cloth on. I don't know. Oh, I'm waffling again. So, I've got my pattern. Now, I'm using the serger, so I don't need that much hem allowance, but I still need to come up above the actual device. So, literally, drawing round with a good 2 inches. Now, whereas the other projects I've done with this, I've tried to keep within the lines of the fabric. I'm not going to win with that on this, so I'm just literally going to try and sew it before it frays everywhere. And it does, it's quite rewarding, you know, you pull a little thread and it goes everywhere. Now I've got my serger all set up. I have it set on quite a small stitch because it frays so much. So I'll put that somewhere safe because I'm going to make use of it. Again, but not today. Oh, it's not that difficult, honestly. All I've got to do is cut this out. So, there we go. I'll get rid of that. And yes, lots of flaky bits. What's that one? Now, the first job I need to do is I need to go up about 1 inch on each of the corners or curbs. Now I want to do this, although I don't necessarily need to, because I like to have a good scratchy bit. So I'm basically going to lop off these corners. There we go. And the next one, just going to pinch it together and then lop off the other corner. Now I did do a test sew on this stuff and it seemed fine, but what I'll do is I just won't go very fast. There we go. So if I just chop off my ends so that I can sew right round. I might as well tidy it up now as well. Now, I have a piece of elastic. It's probably thinner than I would like, but I'm going to use what I have because I'm a big fan of that. And what I hope to do is cut off the minimum with the teeth. So I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to mark where it sews so that I know that I've got it in the stitches. And literally I've just lined up the needles by eye and I can see. So pick a point to start. And get it all lined up. I might even lift the foot. Now once it's fully engaged, then I'm going to tighten the elastic. And what I can do is I can just sew around the start so that I've got some pull in the elastic there. And you can see whereas the difference between the walking feet on this and the walking feet on the sewing machine is I don't have to help push it through. So there we go. Literally keeping an eye on it and sewing all the way round. Oopsie, I got cramp in my foot. Okay, so yeah, concentrating all the way round. And if you do get cramp in your foot, then just stop the machine. Don't try and carry on. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on with one little bit, and then I'm going to reinsert that little bit of elastic. There we go. Oh, it's the simplest videos that I found the hardest. I suppose it's because I concentrate or something. So yes, now I'm going to start sewing, and then when the teeth are the needles are actually piercing the elastic, then I'm going to pull it. Now the history of this serger, before Christmas, every year I put that I want a serger on my Christmas list, because as a family we're all asked to do one even now. And I'm not young. It's just so that we get what we want. Well, you know, we ask, but we don't get what we want. And then I saw this one for sale. The lady was getting a new serger for Christmas, because this one's about 30 years old. And I thought, I'll buy it. And I think I only paid £25 for it. And I did have the feeling that if I didn't use the serger, then it's no big waste. And if I love the serger, then I will buy a new one. So I've had this for 4 months now, and I've been really happy with it. I really have. This is the first problem I've ever had sewing anything, and I think what happened was a bit of fluff got caught in the workings, so I will just come off and start again. But this is probably the hardest fabric there is to sew, so I have no problems. Let's see what it does now. So yeah, it was just one of these fluffy bits that didn't actually sew. So I'm coming over the beginning now, and then I'm going to put a bit of strength weight to the elastic, if that makes sense. There we go. Now rather than just sewing off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift the needle. There we are. And I could actually re-sew this so that I sew my ends in. That would be a very good idea. And I know it's such a simple thing, and in a way pointless to even point out how to do it. But I do sewing projects for myself, and I did want to share this with you. So let's just go on and tidy up the end, shall we? I think it will make me happier. Now I did mean to double check the prices as well of how much the replacement mop heads cost at the moment. I didn't get a chance, so I can only apologise, but then they probably would change before you got a chance to watch this video. Okay, so that's me. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe and try and catch me again. I'm Fiona from Weekly Sewing Bee. Thank you ever so much.